Who that to the black and gold family, man. We in this thing. TSC Week 17, Saints versus the Panthers guest preview with our good brothers from the Panthers Nation podcast. Brother Dave, Brother Rashad are in the building. Much love to the fam. I appreciate y'all for joining me in this installment of the show. And we got the brothers live and direct in the building. Much love to the fam. I appreciate both of them in the building. Brother Dave, Brother Rashad, salute from the Who Dat Nation to the Panther Nations, brothers. Welcome.
Yo, what up, man? Big Q. Big Q, what's poppin', man? Intro's dope. First of all, hey, let me say this. I gotta say this publicly real quick, because I gotta be honest with y'all, man. I ain't want to do this. I ain't want to come up on this show, bro. I ain't want to do this. We are in dire straits as in Panther Nation right now, and I ain't want to come up here and talk about it. I didn't. But my man Big Q hit us up, and when Big Q called, you got to answer. So we in here. P&P in the building. Panther Nation, we gonna keep pounding anyway, though.
We gotta keep pounding, but I'm gonna be clear, and the folks on P&P knows the strike still stands, ladies and gentlemen. The strike continues. The strike continues.
Well, bro, hey man, we've been having some tough seasons, to be honest with you. Brother Dave, Brother Rashad, listen, man, we've been having some tough season going on right here. Just as recent, like we just had the Miami Saints Dolphin contest this past Monday night, which a lot of the family members thought that Roger the Skunk Goodell should have postponed that game. We had well over 20 people on the C-19 list, bro. We emptied the practice squad, but all but 3 players. And of course, the defense, credit to them, credit to the special teams. Offense couldn't shake that thing, couldn't get any offensive touchdowns. But I'm feeling the Who Dat Nation on that upsetness. But then again, there is nothing that doesn't surprise me about Roger the Skunk, the Chump, the scumbag Goodell, and how he operates in NFL. Let me ask you brothers that about the Panthers Nation. Y'all have the same sentiment we have for that scum, trash, underhanded piece of garbage commissioner that we have? That's strong sentiment. I know that's a strong. I done threw some hard stuff on there.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are intense with it, bro. But like for me, it's like Goodell is rough on the edges. I mean, I don't know if I want to compare him to Tagliabue and the other folks before him. From my perspective, he hasn't really screwed us. I mean, the only screw I can probably say is 50, but that's probably more on the refs than him, right? It's just, I think COVID-19 has been a certifiable mess, and I think the NFL hasn't done an adequate job of how to handle it. There's a lack of consistency when it comes to it, and I think that's my bigger beef. And I understand your situation because the rules kind of changed right after y'all game when they reduced it from 10 to 5. It ruined, but I will say this, man. I could bring Roger Goodell for me ruining my fantasy league. Travis Kelce was out because of his ass, and I lost because of him. So it's all about perspective, I guess.
Hey, bro, don't talk about fantasy, bro. I got hammered in the fantasy league. I forgot who I lost to. I think it was Verlin in the fantasy league, bro. I was in the playoffs. We in the playoffs. I don't know. I think I forgot what the score was, but congratulations to the family members participating in Sports Coma Fantasy League, man. We got what? 300. I forgot how much money is up for it, but for a winner and loser. But man, yeah, it hurts. But what you think about that, Brother Rashad?
Yeah, man, I'm indifferent. We definitely getting hit with the COVID though. Personally, from a Panther Nation standpoint, man, we got like 13 dudes on the list right now. We got some heavy hitters. Yeah. I ain't just talking about some bums. We got Brian Burns on the list, Hassan Reddick, Shaq Thompson. Like our whole defense is gutted, and I know why. I know why. I know the happenings behind what happened. I'm not going to reveal the sources and whatnot because I got some people, I got some relationships to make sure I maintain. But
Right.
Yeah, we definitely got a bunch of guys on the list, and it ain't looking pretty. So I'm just ready to throw in. I ain't got no towel, but I'm ready to throw it in. It's not gonna be pretty on Sunday. I'm gonna watch my boys, but in regards to Goodell, man, listen, it's a business at the end of the day, and everybody got they, I understand some of the things because I run a couple businesses. Sometimes you got to make tough decisions. I'm not saying he right, wrong, indifferent. I really don't got no. I take the NFL for what it is, entertainment. Outside of that, I don't really look to them to be moral compasses on way I should think about things. That's just me.
Yeah, well said though, bro. And yes, if we looking for any moral standing from the NFL, we're gonna be waiting for very long, because the only thing they give a damn about is money. That's all they care about, money and power. That's all they care about. But anyway,
the reduction to 10 to 5, the reduction to 10 to 5 is all about money. It ain't got nothing to do with safety.
Oh no, you're messing with the money. We gotta fix this here. You're absolutely right, bro. But let's talk about the game a little bit. And I know Brother Rashad's not too happy about it.
We're going to.
Hey, listen, listen. Yeah, bro, Dave, listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you something. The first time we played you guys back in week 2, Sam Darnold was the guy. He started then. He had a hell of a game. Panthers defense was doing it in the preview screen. You said, man, listen, Q. No, but that was the round table. You said, Q, listen, don't underestimate this team, and especially not the defense. Watch out and listen. Your prophecy came true in that game, because Darnold had a respectable game. The defense was ridiculous. They punked the Saints offensive, our offensive line. They were gutless. It was a horrible showing. I was very upset, still upset about that. But coming back against Carolina, they're starting Sam Darnold this time around, bro. So, I mean, our last memories of seeing Sam Darnold in that offense, and I've noticed changed a bit. They fired Brady as the OC. I don't know what y'all got shaking is, but kind of hip the Who Dat Nation family to what you're thinking about that. What could be with the Panthers offense?
Can I go first?
Let me take this one, Dave.
Okay.
So, no, go ahead, Dave. Go ahead. My fault. Go ahead, Dave. You on the screen. Go ahead.
For me, all it boils down to me is this. This ain't the week 2 Panthers. This ain't the week 2 Panthers at all. And if it is the week 2 Panthers, you guys got more than enough film to figure us out, because our coaching staff have no idea how to adjust. And that's what it's been. That's been the trend pretty much the bulk of the season after the first 3 games of the season. We have no way to adjust. We're terrible in the third quarter. Our defense has been bottom 5 over the past 6 weeks. So this isn't the same defense you saw at the beginning of the season. From that standpoint, they figured this out. We're just not a good football team right now. We're still undisciplined. We lead the league in penalties. We're just not good, is what it boils down to.
Damn.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah. So for me,
bro.
Yeah. What you saw week 2. What you saw week 2 was good. That was a good team. That's a team that had Christian McCaffrey. That's a team that was solid. Everything ran through C-Mac. The ultimate crutch when it comes to offensive and calling offense, right? Joe Brady had C-Mac. Once C-Mac went down, that was the start of it. That was the start of us just going downhill, bro. After week 3, and listen, I came up on your show. I remember coming on your show after that week 2. I said, we looking good. We nice. Things are looking good, but bro, like 2-3 weeks later, when we got destroyed by Dallas, we got exposed. That game exposed us. Defensively, we not who we thought we were at that time. We were getting ran up on the edges. You can average I think we average about 7 yards per carry running to the left. So if you run to the left end, 7 yards per carry. Like, we got great pass rushers, but we have no discipline in the run game. So we got exposed in the run game. So this is not the same team that you saw week 2. Listen, we got exposed, and we don't know how to adjust as a team, as a coaching staff. We don't know how to adjust. And blue fire to the bruh in the building and right there in the super chat. I see him. Blue fire. Shout out to all the bros in the building. But yeah, we not it, bro. Like, we just not it as a team. Our coaching staff, and it boils down to coaching. I think the talent is here on this roster, and this is pre C19 and all that stuff. But we got dogs on the team. It's just this coaching staff is not it, bro. We don't have a Sean Payton. We don't have a true NFL coach to come in here and not talk about Jay-Z and all these these moral victory stories. We ain't got time for that. He's sitting here saying the process is working. Like, fam, it's about wins and losses. We were a 5-win team when you got here. We were a 5-win team last year. We about to be a 5-win team this year. 3 years of 5 wins, and this ain't it. This coaching staff is not it, and so we ain't got it, bro. It's coaching, in my opinion. It boils down to coaching, and we ain't got it.
Damn.
My man Slim said we don't have a Dennis Allen, and that's pretty accurate, sir. At least Dennis Allen could show up and coach you guys a win.
You know, bad. Bro, you know, I didn't realize that it was that bad, brother Rashad. I'm starting to feel a little guilty, bro, but you know what?
You see why I ain't want to do it now?
I'm thinking in my head, you know what? You know, perhaps if you let it out, you'll feel better. It's like therapy. It'll make you feel better to get it out.
Here's the thing.
Unfortunately,
here's the thing.
We've had too many sessions of this.
We've had a lot of sessions, and it looks like we might have another season full of these sessions. I'm gonna run out of advice for these fans. Like I'm gonna run out of advice. It's getting bad, man. It's rough. Like it's been rough, man. Like it's cool if I see like some level of progress and we're like barely losing to these guys. You know what I'm saying? We're barely losing to these teams, but we're getting destroyed week by week. You know, my man said it was like 3 or 4 plays that was the difference in the Tampa Bay. Not based on that score, was it? 32-6.
But yeah,
really?
3 or 4. What was you watching, fam? What game was you watching, dog? Like, yo, we got destroyed. And let me tell you this, and it just piggybacks off of what Dave said. I ran the numbers. The margin of victory is increased by 5 points from last year, or the margin of loss for us. So we're losing by 5 more points than we lost last year. Think about that. For 5 points on average is a lot of. That's a lot of points, bro. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Per game, that's a lot. That's how much we're losing more than what we lost last year.
But here's the funny part. That number 5 is starting to get annoying. Shout out to my line brother Joel. That number 5 is getting rather annoying. You know what I'm saying? 5 wins for the last 5 wins, 5-point differential in losses. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Probably get 5 turnovers against you guys. Your defense show up. It's bad. And the thing is, I'm not in the tank mode like some of the fan bases. I want to beat you guys. I really do. I just don't see it. It's just I don't see it. Unless Ian Book's coming out there again. If Ian Book comes out there, we got a shot.
Well, you probably do, bro. But
we don't. No, we don't.
Jesus, probably gonna start this one. Taysom gonna be in the building. There, he cleared the C-19 list. He came back, so Taysom more than likely will occupy the quarterback position for the Black and Gold this week. But you know, I have some of my doubts too with the team, fam. To be honest with y'all, the defense is firing on all cylinders, bro. I've just got to keep it a buck with you on that. It's firing on all cylinders, bro. You know, the special teams is doing their thing. It was a little shaky after Will Lutz got hurt for the year, but the special teams, and even Deontay Harris is Deontay Hardy now. He changed his name in respect to his stepfather. So when Deontay was out there and he was doing his thing, he was probably one of our most productive wide receivers. He was suspended for 3 games. He comes back against Carolina, so he saw Winston filled in for him while he was gone and did an admirable job. You know, but the thing that's really puzzling to a lot of the Who Dat Nation family members is the fact that the offense has not, over the last couple of games, have not scored a touchdown. And we know Ian Book was cooked in that last contest, 8 sacks and several turnovers. Prior to that, Taysom Hill, he can't do worse than what Book did, but at the same time, he wasn't anything popping, to be honest with you. So I mean, I have reservations myself of what if Coach Payton could wake up this offense. And 2 games ago, Coach was out with C-19. Carmichael took over the offense, and we still couldn't score any touchdowns. But the man himself, Payton, comes through, no touchdowns. So I don't know how we do that. I don't know how we'll be able to do it, but we got to figure that part of the game out.
Luckily for you that we are everybody's bounce back game. Like everybody, you know, the Bucks came off of a loss against you guys, I believe. And what did they do? They come back and smack us. Like we are everybody's get right game, bro. So I get, if you want to put some money on it, I will put a good bit of money that you guys will in fact score a touchdown on us. And I guarantee it's probably going to come in the third quarter. I guarantee you that good money that you will score in the third quarter against us, because we are terrible in the third quarter as a team. You probably won't score on your opening drive. We're pretty good there because the game plan, we go out there with a good game plan and it works for the first drive. And then what happens is that these NFL coaches go back and they do what's called an adjustment, right? They adjust.
No, they go look at their service tablets that they be tossing. Right. They be tossing throughout the game. They go back, they look at their service tablets, and they make their proper adjustments. And we don't look at our service tablets. We don't do that. We keep with the wristband. We don't. Now
we got fire tablets. The Amazon joints don't work the same as something. Something ain't right. We got something else we looking at. It's something else we looking at, dog. Yeah, it's not pretty.
I'm looking, but you know what, bro? I got the stats on screen, fellas, and I was looking at. Let me see if I can get that a little larger. So maybe we can get a better view. They're kind of tiny there. All right. Okay. So, I mean, bro, let's look at the statistics. Now, I know numbers don't necessarily mean everything, but right now, Carolina at 5-10. I hate to say it, but 3-4 on the road. Saints are not very good in the dome. We're 2-5. The only win we have in the dome was against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That other win they showing that 2-5 was in Jacksonville when we decapitated the Green Bay Packers in week 1.
Oh, wow.
So the Saints not, and I've been saying that for a while, bro. We're not good in the dome. They called for a blackout, and I made fun of it the last show. The Saints organization called for the whole family of the Who Dat Nation to come out and have a blackout in the dome. Well, guess what? The Who Dat the Nation showed up in triplicate. The only thing was they could not absorb the energy of the dome to power the offense into anything. I mean, it was a blackout, all right. But you can call for whatever color you want call for. It just is not working. So they will have to figure it out.
Black don't work for us either. We haven't won a game in all blacks in a very, very long time.
All black jerseys are awful. It's a curse, bro. All black jerseys are cursed.
But you mentioned about your home woes. You know the last time the Panthers won a game at home?
Last year?
Week 2 against y'all.
Against you guys.
Week 2, that's right.
That's the last home win we've had. We're actually better on the road by 1 game.
Yeah, this squad. I don't get it. I don't get it with the black and gold either. For whatever reason, they feel comfortable winning matchups on the road than versus the dome. I don't get that part of the game. But I mean, we have to. I mean, it's losses to Buffalo, losses to Dallas, losses to Atlanta, losses. And I don't want to make people upset, but Miami recently a loss there. I mean, it's just repugnant. You're supposed to make the dome your home, but everybody else been living in there. We paying rent, and everybody else living in there except for us. So I mean, like I said, there are issues both teams gonna look out for, bro. But I mean, it's gonna be a get well game for somebody. I don't, and like I said, I want to say the black and gold gets this one. But, man, I'm very leery about our offense. I don't know what we can do. And thanks, Pat Rich and Brother Prime. Appreciate y'all for your super chats there. But I don't know what the hell the Saints have to do to score a touchdown, man. I really don't. We just been looking just not imaginative. I mean, even with Flores last week, bro, for Miami, he schemed Waddle open. He got Waddle involved in the play, lined him up in mismatches along the line of scrimmage. And got the only touchdown. Now the defense, bro, held the guy to 1 touch.
He destroyed us too, bro.
He went off on us.
He destroyed us too,
bro. It was 1 touchdown. We allowed the Dolphins to score, and we made them kick field goals. And then, of course, that 20 that others came from a pick 6. That was a deflection from Ian Book that the defensive back took to the house. So I mean, but at some point, I mean, I'm just not really feeling. The ineptitude of the Saints offense, even though Sean Payton heading that thing, bro, this is not looking good. But anyway, let's finish up the statistics, and I'm gonna get y'all brothers to comment on this. Saints 21.1 per game, giving up 20.3. Although I think the defensive numbers are they play a lot better than the numbers, but 317.3 is what we do offensively together. 202.5 through the air. We averaging about 115 yards rushing per contest, flashing to the side with Carolina, 18.5 per game offensively speaking, giving up 23 flat, 324.4 combined offense, 215, rounded off through the air, 109.6 running that thing. So Brother Dave, Brother Rashad, let me get y'all analysis, bro, on we start with the offense. I can see offensively speaking, I think Christian is hurt. Several players are hurt. So who from a running game perspective, I know Darnold steps in there for a time, and Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore. I mean, these are players though, bro. And I know what you're saying, but bro, listen, we can't afford to take any team lightly, bro. Nobody.
No, I get it.
Nobody.
I get it. Now, if you want to be concerned about certain things with regards to our run game, the big guys you need to worry about is Chuba and Amir Abdullah. Those are the two main guys that have been pounding the rock. Amir Abdullah typically has been in past situations, but last week against Tampa, they were terrible. Cam Newton was our leading rusher last year, and he's no longer starting.
That's
our rushing game has been a problem.
That's who you need to be worried about when it comes to the red zone is Cam Newton. Outside of that, there is no run game to be worried about, bro. We can't run the football. I wish what you could do is chop that and just take the second half of the season, because I guarantee you we'd be last in every statistical category, offensively and defensively. Yeah, like I'm not even joking. I'm not even like being facetious. I'm being dead serious. We would be bottom half if you chop that.
We'll probably be bottom half of the
season. If the first half of the season we were straight, it's skewed by the first half of the season. But if you take that and go over the last 5 or 6, 7 games, we will be bottom half defensively and offensively. That's how bad we've been playing, bro. Like
we've been bottom 5
to be worried about, bro. I'm telling you,
we've been bottom 5 defensively for the last 5 weeks. Bottom 5. Offensively, potentially probably I don't know the stat line, but we're definitely bottom 10. Like offensively, we haven't been able to get anything going. Like the last game I think that we had like an offensive juggernaut was probably against the Vikings. That was a long time ago. Maybe the Falcons when we beat them.
If you get us in third and long situations, I say 3rd and 8, it's a wrap. Like we can't do it. We have to continue to move the chains. 3rd and short, maybe like 3rd and 3. You get Cam out there and try to get those 3 yards, something like that. We can convert. But if we are not successful on 1st or 2nd down and gaining some yards, this offense is anemic, bro. We cannot move the ball. You get us in 3rd and long, it's a wrap. We cannot convert on 3rd down. I wish I had a statistic on 3rd and long conversion rate. I don't know where to get that from, but I wish I had it, because we would be probably dead last in that too. And I'm not trying to gang up. I'm not trying to gang up on my boys, because I'm a Panthers fan and I'm still rock with my boys, but I'm a realist too, bro. I'm a realist. I never mislead my fan base, or never mislead PNP, the whole Panther Nation. I would never mislead them, bro. But we are not a good football team, and it starts with the coaching, bro. Until they get that right, we trash.
Well, here's the thing too that you got to consider with regards to how our offense might run this week. Like the past couple weeks, we've been doing this 2 quarterback system ordeal. Like last week it was Sam and Cam. Prior to that, it was Cam and PJ. And if there's a situation where Sam plays this whole game, y'all gonna be living in sunshine right now, bro. Because if that tells me that with the offense the way that it's been running, we're not gonna be able to get 3rd down situations squared away. It's not gonna look good. Like it's not gonna look good at all, because you guys still have a respectable run defense, and your defense is still really good. And I know you guys are probably angry that Sam did cut your ass up the first time, but y'all were missing plays the first time too. So when you take all that, coaches,
right?
Yeah. So when you take all those things to account, I mean, I would love to say that we swept the Saints this year. It's just this coaching staff and this offense hasn't shown me a reason why I think that could happen.
Yeah, about the sounds of it, bro. Sound like Rhule has lost the team to a degree. That's what it sounds like. I hear what bad coaches do, and the only reason why he's surviving is he's cutting the fat around him. To say, listen, somebody got to get fired, and he offered up Brady. They said, well, we got to put him in the street, and then I don't know who the offensive coordinator is now, and if it made a difference getting rid of him. But I mean,
it hasn't.
Nope.
Jeff, and that thing is, I was rooting for Jeff Nixon, because he's a brother too. So like I was rooting for Jeff Nixon to actually do something, but hasn't been good, man.
Jeff Nixon is a guy that has some NFL experience, but if you look at our staff, it's full of college guys. Like these are guys that don't have any NFL experience. And until we clear that up and get these guys with get Coach Rhule some real NFL experience behind him, we're gonna be in trouble. Like, and I feel bad for Joe Brady. Actually, I don't feel bad. This is probably the best thing that ever happened to him, was to get the hell out of Carolina, because I think he's a good coach. And I think this was good experience for him. He came under Sean Payton, so I know he got it up here. And I think he needed that NFL experience to know, hey, this is what I got to do right and wrong. Like this is what works, this is what don't. I think he's a good coach. And I just think it was a bad situation for him. And I think this is probably the best thing to ever happen in his coaching career, his young coaching career. And I think he's doing right by not going back to the college ranks and trying to get another NFL job, because he hasn't taken a college job yet. He's waiting to get back in the NFL, and he'll get a job somewhere else. I think he's going to do better. Mm-hmm. But these college coaches, I think with Brady in particular, there was a conflict. He's a pass game coordinator. Matt Rhule wants to run the ball 30 times a game. Like it didn't work.
Yeah,
it just didn't work. So it's not his fault. I mean, it just didn't work. So I think that he'll be fine somewhere else, and I think he'll get a good job somewhere.
Well, I'll tell you what, bro. I was looking, man, at some of the footage from last week's matchup with Carolina, doing a little scout work. And like I said, man, in today's NFL, you never know what happens. And you're right. We were kind of pissed off about I mean, the Saints are not mathematically eliminated from the playoffs right now. They're going to need a little help. But at this point, they got to win out. Like I said, I'm just like you, brother Rashad. I'm a diehard black and gold man, and I keeps it real. That's what I built myself on. Calling it and keeping it real, calling out people that most people don't want to call out for whatever reason. Some of these guys being put on the pedestal, and nobody is above accountability. Nobody. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that's my mantra. But my mentality in terms of this team is like, I know Coach Payton is one of is a fantastic mind offensively speaking. I just don't. Like I said, we still got Alvin Kamara. I said this during the Miami game. It's like, as long as you got Alvin Kamara, doing it, you got a chance offensively speaking. You got Kamara, you got a chance. You might have to scheme a little bit to get him open, just like what Flores did. And I think in that brief picture, I think Flores outcoached Coach Payton offensively speaking, because he was able to scheme, because the Saints were doing a good job on Waddle. He was making catches, but these were non-impactful catches. He'd catch a ball here, ball there, but it was non-impactful. He wasn't scoring any touchdowns, and the Saints was keeping him out of field goal range. So I mean, but when he still for one good drive was able to scheme Waddle open and put him in mismatches where he was able to get the score to kind of break open the game. And I was like, damn, Coach, you've done this before. Coach Payton's done it where he'll put Kamara here or there. We got Ingram back there. There are sets where we had our full running back room, except for Dwayne Washington, our ace. But everybody else, we don't rarely use him as a running back anyway if injuries occur. But we had everybody else. We had AK-41, we had Ingram, we had Tony Jones Jr., and we had Ty Montgomery. So, I mean, we could have had sets where we had Ingram and Kamara out there at the same time. Kamara could have been decoyed some, used as a wide receiver. Others, he didn't have to be back there all the time. And I was just looking at what Flores was doing. If we'd have done that, maybe it could have sparked something. So I'm wondering if that would be the mentality of Coach Payton coming into the game against Carolina. Because, like I said, it's a lot.
Well, one thing about Brian Flores, and I said this privately and on Twitter, if Brian Flores if the Dolphins make the playoffs, Brian Flores is coach of the year. I don't give a damn what anybody else has done. If the Dolphins make, considering everything he had to go through with the whole Deshaun Watson debacle and the way that team turned around after the trade deadline.
Injuries, Tua kept
let me tell you something. Yeah. Coach of the year. Not even close. Mm-hmm. I know they want to give it to LaFleur, but there's no way if the Dolphins make the playoffs with that team. But,
that's a good point.
I mean, it's just, I think you guys are just getting through. You guys are trying to get through life without Breeze, right? And we talked about that in the preseason show too. It's about life without Breeze, right? And you guys are still trying to figure it out. Jameis looked like he was becoming that answer. He was
the man handling business. It just
and then he got hurt, and then at that point you out here got to trot out Taysom Hill and Trevor Siemian, and it's like, all right, so Peyton's trying to do the best that he can do with the situation in hand. But the thing is, you're about to face a coach that doesn't know how to adjust to that, and Taysom Hill might have a field day.
Let me address like Who Dat Nation for a second, and let me tell y'all to just be thankful, bro. Just be thankful. You got Sean Payton, man. Like I don't. At the end of the day, I think, Sean Payton, I don't know how y'all feel about him. I know y'all probably not perfect right now, given the situation with the quarterbacks that y'all got going on. I get it. You hold them accountable. But just be thankful, man. Y'all got a good coach that knows what the hell he's doing, because it could be worse, right? You could be on the other side with us, like the Carolina Panthers. We have a coach that's in over his head right now and has to revert to Jay-Z and quoting Jay-Z about it took 7 years for Jay-Z to get it back on the right path, or to get his deal and to make his own.
Why would
the thing is
that? Hold on, Dave. Hold on, real quick. Do you know why he said that? You know why he said that? Because this dude is he is a motivator of people. That he's a pastor. That's what he is. Like, he's a motivator. He's supposed to be a motivator. He doesn't have an offensive specialty. He doesn't have a defensive specialty. He is a motivator of people and a quote unquote program builder. That's who Matt Rhule is. He's not a coach. He's not a real coach. Like, he's not an X's and O's guy. He's just a motivator of people. That's why you have to revert to these sayings. Rome wasn't built in a day. It took Jay-Z, blah, blah, blah. The process is working. Every coach that's on the hot seat right now is saying the process is working. It ain't working. The process is determined by wins and losses. We were the same. We were a 5-loss team when you arrived. We continue to be a 5-loss team, no matter what kind of process you think is working. Winning. 5-win team. Doesn't matter what. I would
love to be a 5-loss team.
My bad. It doesn't matter what you. Doesn't matter what you dictate as far as the process is working, bro. We a 5-win team, and that's what the game is about. So the NFL is about wins and losses. If it don't get W's in the win column, bro, you gotta get up out of here, fam.
Meanwhile, his replacement, the guy that got kicked out of here mid-season, he's already won a division. Like, it's insane.
They just purposely doing this at that point to troll the Panther Nation, man. It got to be.
Dude,
this guy is not. There's no valid reason why Rhule should still be there.
I'll never forget. They showed when the 2020 season, prior to the season, they said that Washington football team was only going to win 2 games, and I said, not on the run, they're not. Everybody thought I was crazy, and they won the damn division. Like, they won the division. Mm-hmm. So it's like,
yeah, Ryan not a coach, man.
Man, and we sitting here 5 again, and now 2021 5 again. It looks like it's gonna be 5 again. If we don't beat y'all, we're not beating the Bucs closing the season. So
definitely
we're gonna get 6 wins.
Yeah,
our best chance against you guys.
Yeah, if they playing for playoff seeding, we taking the L, bro.
So go ahead, Dave.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. I'm drinking at this point.
Me too. Salute. That's all we can do at this point.
Got me going back to beer. That's how bad it's gotten,
bro. That's a tough season, man. When it's been a rough one for us too, bro. But yeah, I mean, but let's talk about and pretty much you brothers then pretty much called it. We talk about prediction about Carolina and how you guys feel it's going to go, and I guess you guys don't think Carolina going to win. Is that a fair assessment? How do you think it goes? I'm gonna start with you, Dave. I mean, Brother Rashard. Let's get Brother Rashard there first. Yeah, Brother Rashard, how do you think it goes, bro? I mean, how do you think the game plays out, bro?
Yeah, it depends. Honestly, real talk, it depends who's going to play defensively. Like, if we can get Brian Burns and Shaq Thompson back, it'll be somewhat competitive. Like, when I say somewhat competitive, I mean it'll be within 10 points. Like, but if those guys don't play, bro, like, we don't have the depth. We don't have what it takes. We don't have the coaching. If it gets out of hand, like, and like you said, you guys are not out of contention for the playoffs just yet. Like, it's not mathematically not eliminated. So you guys have something to play for. Right now, we are mathematically eliminated, and I think they're going to go out there. And I have a chance to speak with players. Say that again.
You can play the role of spoiler, bro.
No. Yeah, no. So that's exactly right. So what I'm saying is that I've had a chance to speak with players, right? We've both had the opportunity to interview players, and we know that they're not going to mail it in, right? They got to put up good tape for their next job if they go somewhere else. So they're gonna play, and I expect them to play hard and do what they're told from a coaching perspective. So I expect it to be, we're not gonna lay down, but I do think the Saints get the victory. Man, I think it's gonna be a 13-point dub for the Saints. I'm gonna say, I say 20. Yeah, I say what, 20-6?
26 Saints.
20-6. Yep, 20-6 Saints.
All right, that brother.
So how many points did we score in the third quarter?
0.
How many points did the Saints score in the third quarter?
They'll get at least a touchdown.
There's one accomplishment that Matt Rhule has a chance to say at the end of this season when he does his review with David Tepper. And he still has a chance to do that. And that one accomplishment is the Panthers are the only team that has not given up a touchdown in the first opening drive of their opponent. He can still say that. It's about what happens after the opening drive of the opponent, right? And in my heart, I want Carolina to win because we haven't swept you guys in a while. Like, we have a golden opportunity to sweep you guys. So my heart wants Carolina to pull this out. But like Rashad said, I'm concerned about who's going to be there on the defensive side of the ball. I could argue that depending on who's there, there's some defensive ends that we have that can set the edges better than Brian Burns and Reddick because they're always going for the sack.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, I'm concerned about the fact that it looks like Darnold's going to play this whole game. And I'm not a believer in Darnold like some Panthers fan bases, some portion of the Panthers fan base is. And I think your defense is legit. So we're probably going to lose like 21-10. Like, I think it's not going to be I think we'll do better than 6 points. I think we'll score a touchdown. It'll have to be within the first half, though. If we don't score within the first half, we're not going to. Because we've had a few games where we haven't scored a single point in the second half, and one of them was last week. So, there's things like that. I think our coaching staff holds us back. The only positive thing I could see that coming out of this game, one big positive thing that could come out of this game out of Carolina is we might actually, because of COVID, we might actually have to play our young guys. So we might have a chance. We might have a chance to see Brady Christian again at left tackle. That actually might help us. Like, COVID might accidentally give us a shot to win this game because Rhule's going to be forced to play more talented people. But go ahead.
Big Q, I got a question. For you. Let's play a game for a second. You know who Deontay Brown is, right?
Deontay Brown. That's the offensive lineman, isn't it?
From Alabama.
Right.
Yeah. You know he was nice, right? He was solid.
Right.
Can you take a guess how many snaps this man has played?
And Panther Nation that's in the chat, do not answer this question. Do not answer this question. Who that nation? Go for it. Panther Nation, do not answer this question.
How many snaps did he get for you guys?
Yeah, how many snaps this season total?
None.
Q, he's taking 1 snap, bro.
1 snap?
One snap.
Why is he on? What is he hurt?
Weight problems.
No, he was hurt at one point. Hurt at one point, and it's not weight problems. He was losing weight because he was big. Coming out of Alabama, he was a big dude,
right?
But he's taking 1 snap, bro. And this is the problem with the coaching, right? And this is what Dave said when he talks about the young guys. And maybe we get to see a Deontay Brown because we haven't seen him. We saw him in the preseason, and he played well. He played well in the preseason, but then when the season started, he was inactive. Then he did get hurt, and they were saying he was trying to lose some more weight. He has some conditioning issues. But fam, when you have a problem running the football, like, how could you not get this man out there? Like, how could you not get this dude out there and just road grade somebody? Like, I don't understand. And then you got Brady Christensen, who we drafted in the 3rd round, right? Mm-hmm. Out of BYU. He's graded one of the highest left tackles when he's in the game. He's graded the highest, according to PFF. He's at the highest grade at left tackle we've had all season. Right? You see him he's second on the depth chart right there. Why is this man not starting? Well, he's gotten I think 2 starts. And when he starts, he plays well. And if they won't play him because he has short arms. He is starting left tackle. Yeah. He was starting left tackle. But yeah, they won't start him. They hadn't started him all season because he has 32.25-inch arm length.
I bet you the kid can play too.
He can play. The tape don't lie. He can play, bro.
So if they don't like his short arms, why they bring him up on the team then?
They thought he was a guard. They thought he would be a great guard. They thought he would be a guard. So then it goes back to the whole arguments that we've had about who we should take at 8 in the draft last year. And everybody wanted Slater. And I keep saying, bro, if we would have took Slater, they wouldn't have put him in the right position. He would have been all-pro with us. We would have been trying to put his ass at guard instead of left tackle that he's been all-pro at right now. So we out here hustling backwards. And I love J.C. Horn. Let me be clear. Part of the reason why I said we'd probably take a corner was because I knew that Sewell wasn't going to fall to us. I think that was the only guy that would have been willing to take at 8 on offensive line. And Slater, short arms.
It's tough. It's tough watching because you guys got talent on this team, man. Robbie Anderson,
exactly.
Moore, Terrence
That's
Marshall
what's
Jr.
frustrating, bro.
Yeah,
that's what's. Don't even talk about Terrence Marshall, bro. I don't even want to talk about that. That's a whole. I saw somebody else mention it in the chat. We not even playing him. His like snap count has gone down so far. It's so frustrating watching this. And this draft class could have been amazing, bro. You talk about Deontay Brown, who we stole in the draft in the 6th round. Could have been great. Our offensive line could have been fixed if we would have played Brady Christensen. Instead of that, we play Cam Irving, who has been proven to be trash.
Yeah, he's been proven
to be garbage. Cleveland, Dallas, Chiefs. He's had multiple stints and multiple places have been garbage everywhere. But now we want to trot him out there. You know what I'm saying? This draft class, Terrace Marshall, we don't play him, bro. Like when he does get out there, we don't target him. We're not drawing up plays for him to get the ball and get out there in space and be a possession receiver. We're not using him the way he should be used, bro. Mm-hmm. And so it's frustrating. It's frustrating watching this team because we have a solid rookie class, man.
I will say this.
You ain't kidding.
Trey and Dan Arnold got more time for Tommy Tremble, and Tommy Tremble's been playing pretty well. I will say that. But everybody else, I mean, it's always been a tough spot. Like the Terrace Marshall pick, it was always going to be a tough spot for him because at best, he would be the 4th option. And because we want to play more 2 tight end sets, he wouldn't be on the field that much. That's why I love the Tremble pick, because the Tremble pick makes sense based on what they wanted to do. It just didn't fall through properly.
You know what, bro? Remember, we was talking about that, bro, and I told y'all, watch out for Dan Arnold. I think a week or 2 after that, y'all guys got that dude out of there, and I was like, damn, they was listening.
Mm-hmm. To get Henderson, but that was the Henderson trade, I think, was good.
That was a good trade, though.
Yeah,
that was a good trade from the standpoint of we got a 1st-round grade guy to get him out of a bad spot. But the problem is we're looking like a potentially worse spot than he was at.
Y'all gonna be better than them, bro. Yeah, they got issues.
But at least they were smart enough to get rid of their damn coach.
They was forced to. He was cutting up. He was out there cutting up, bro.
They kicked that. That man kicked that kicker. That man kicked that kicker in the preseason. He kicked that kick in the preseason. They knew then, and they still said, "Nah, we're gonna go ahead and roll with the season." But when it got out,
he got to go.
When it got out, they kicked the kicker.
Right.
Then it was like, all right, now we got to fire him. Flying without his team wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? So
Urban Meyer just have a lot of people that don't like him, man. And real.
My cousin is a Jaguars fan. As soon as he got hired, I said this shit ain't gonna work. He'd be lucky to survive the season. Guess I was right, huh?
You was big time, right? You should have put money on that day.
I should have,
man. Some money. You'd have took him for some paper.
But look, man, I told him I was like, because I've never been a fan of the college coach going into the NFL, and then it's even worse when you're more successful, because the things that you do to pull that off, you can't do in the league. And he was super successful. He's won multiple national championships at 2 different schools.
Yep.
Like before he got to Jacksonville, he was arguably one of the greatest college coaches of all time.
He was up there.
Arguably. He was in there. He was in that. He ain't Nick Saban, but he was in that top tier of college coaches. Now, now they're like, yo, now we know how he got it. You know what I'm saying? Now we know how he was doing it. He out here kicking his players and shit.
Yeah, he can't be doing that. That's like what Nick Saban did when he went to Miami over there making people cry and all that. He got out. At least he had good enough. Well, he last one season, and at least Nick Saban when he took the job, he was the coach and general manager. So he went 8-8, and that's when he hopped and went on to Alabama the next year. He was smart enough to know that the pro game wasn't for him.
Well, the thing is, people forget Nick Saban's got NFL chops, right? He was the defense coordinator for Bill Belichick when he was the head coach of Cleveland Browns.
That's right.
Like, a lot of people forget about that. Like, he's got NFL chops. He just knew what the deal was. He knew it was different. He probably, I think at this point, if he ever wanted to go back to the NFL, he probably could. But he's just, he probably got to be in a good organization. He can't be in Miami was a shit show then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
got to be somebody.
You got to have a good organization around you. In Jacksonville, you can argue they ain't got it together either. So,
bro, listen, man. Listen, family. Much love to these brothers here. This is Brother Rashad, Brother Dave from the Panthers Nation podcast. They keep it real deal, Holyfield. It just pains me to see the brothers really hurt about their squad like this, man.
The strike continues, bro. For those who don't know, I'm not wearing any more Panthers gear on the show until either changes happen or we get a win.
You know what, bro? DC, my co-host on the Pelican post game report, we do a Pelican stream, New Orleans Pelican stream, and he did a little strike of his own. He turned his hat backwards. His Pelican hat backwards. I think it lasted a show or two, and then next thing you know, they lost a couple more games and they started picking up wins. So I guess you got to do something different to hopefully spark that thing.
Bro,
but I hate seeing you guys in pain like that, man. And they got to definitely pain you guys to pick the Saints. You guys love Carolina. But both these brothers picked the Saints to beat the Carolina Panthers. But I want to say both by double digits. I want to say both of them by double digits.
I had us losing by 11. My heart wants us to beat you guys. Mm-hmm. It's just Matt Rhule hasn't shown me a reason why I think we will. Like, I knew Sam Darnold was starting this weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Like, I've called this weeks ago. I said if Cam can't get a win, he'll probably be the starter by the Saints game. And here we are.
Look at that. Yeah, we got to get Dave. Got to make sure we get Dave to write down some more predictions to see what the hell going on, man. If I put it in the book and sell it. But yeah, fam, listen, man, this is a tough one here, man, because I got love for both these brothers here. They two of the best. And to watch them in pain like this, man, I mean, and at first I used to be feeling like, I take happiness in seeing Atlanta people get hurt about the Saints. But Big Low is my dog, and when I see him sad, that kind of make me sad.
Yeah, he hurt.
That was a Big Low, man.
He hurt. Guy. The only thing I got wrong is saying that the Falcons going to end up last in the division, because it's not looking good for us, man.
You did say that, man. Bro. You did say that.
We all said it. We all said it. We all said it.
Yeah.
We all said it.
And
it's looking like it's going to be us.
It crow like a mug.
Yeah, we did say it. We said, Lowell said, what was the little comment? What the world, Bo?
Come on, man. What the world, Bo?
What the world, Bo? Shout out to Big Low, man.
But look, fam. First of all, I will give a shout out once again to the PNP camp. All these brothers doing the big over there, man. They're great at what they do. They're the best in Carolina independent sports talk, man, when they come down to talking about them. Family, Brother Dave, Brother Rashad, tell the family members about your platform and where they can find you, bro.
I'm gonna let you roll, bro.
Go ahead, Dave. No, you got it, Dave.
All right, so we're at Panther Nation PC on Twitter. You can search us at Panther Nation Podcast or PNP Rashad and Dave Show on YouTube. We're on TikTok at Panther Nation PC. We're on Instagram at Panther Nation PC. We do fantasy. We do draft. And we've already started getting players out for the draft right now. So even though you're a Saints fan, you're part of Who Dat Nation, we're probably going to go over some players that you guys might be interested in the draft. So check us out. Because our season's already in turmoil, we've already started getting players out there in these streets. We do live streams of the games. I do fantasy content. I know it's near the end of the fantasy season, but I do some data and some breakdowns as well in the offseason as well about who to pick come fantasy draft. I'm going to probably do more best ball content coming up as well. So yeah, man, Panther Nation Podcast, the largest independent YouTubers on that covers the Carolina Panthers.
All right, that's the brothers there, man. Listen, man, fantastic, bro. I appreciate y'all chiming in, man. on the squad on the show, bro. I feel a little bad there, bro. That you got.
We told you we didn't want to do this, man.
Do this shit, man. When you made me do this shit. All right, but much love to the PNP camp, man, y'all.
We gonna go back to our channel. They're gonna look at us like we traders, and I'm like, look, man, look.
It's the truth, I
watch the same games that you watch. I watch the same games you watch, and I see what I see, and what I see ain't good. It's just not good.
Yeah.
And if we come out there looking like week 2 Panthers, I'm going to be happy, but I'm going to be furious at the same time. And it's because I'm going to say, well, why the hell can't you do this shit all season? Why are you out here now all of a sudden wanting to coach? I mean, and I stand by what I said, man. I think he's going to be back here next year. I'm telling you,
bad,
he's going to. I'm telling you,
he's in a bad space. It
at this point,
it would be great if we could see our way out of it, but there's no way to see out of it.
There's a way out of it. There's a way out of it with him back next year, bro. There is a way out of it. It's called damage control. Don't let his ass draft a quarterback and make a decision at the bye week. Damage control. That's all you can do at this point. Just don't let him draft. Do not let him draft Kenny Pickett, and get the hell out of there bye week time if he ain't improved. You know what I'm saying? This Jay-Z 7-year shit ain't gonna fly. This ain't.
That man said 7 years. Jay-Z took 7 years, and
he got seven.
He got a 7-year deal too.
He got a 7-year deal, so you know the numbers matter. Just like 7-year deal.
There's no way
for Hove.
He won't make it by the end. He gonna be out of here. They're gonna fire him.
If they fire him at the end of the season, I will commend Tepper and Scott Fitterer because they were willing to bite that bullet.
Yeah, because the entire Panther Nation yelling for it, man. You can't justify this fool come out talking about trust the process, Philadelphia. Bro, oh no, you're gonna get somewhere with that. We ain't playing that with you, man. You gonna win or get on about your business.
The New York Giants have been trying to get rid of Dave Gettleman for the last 2 years. He's still there.
What is it?
He's still there.
What is it? Yeah, Gettleman is a liar, man. I remember when he got up there. We ain't trading Odell Beckham. We ain't pay him to trade him, and then he just liars, man. Don't tell me you're gonna do something because it's just a pack of lying dogs, man. I always ride them. Can't keep their word for nothing. But look, fam, listen, bro. Thank you, Dave, Rashad. Thank you. Keep your head up, Rashad. Rashad, keep your head up, baby.
Man. Hey, we trash, bro. We trash, man.
My boy, they bleed. You cut them, they bleed. They bleed. Blue and black.
I do bleed blue and black. But right now they looking whack. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I got bars, man.
Bars. All right, fam. So look, that'll do it for the show. I'm gonna cut the brothers loose, man. Much love to you guys. Y'all be safe, man. And listen, bro, man, keep y'all heads up, bro. We been there, bro. At least y'all ain't putting no paper bags over your heads, bro. I remember them damn days, man.
It's getting there.
We'll
getting there.
But much love to the fam, man. If y'all hit the like button, subscribe. If you hadn't subscribed, feel free to check out the brothers at the PNP camp. They told you the information. Go and check them out. They got great content. And fam, we're going to be back on our Friday stream. We're going to come back and open up the lines of communication. I'm going to hear from you guys about what you think about the upcoming matchup with the Carolina Panthers. You heard what the brothers said, the pros here, what they said about the squad. Do you feel the same way? And like I said, man, I hear the brothers, but listen, we can't overlook anybody at any place. The Saints need to make something shake, offensively speaking. Can we do that? We'll see. We'll talk about it more. But much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all. We'll holler at you later.